Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I am still struggling with this entity that has latched on to me. My days are going to seem off to you because I'm still one video behind. So I'm going to try to cover 2 nights ago and last night in this one. 2 nights ago, it got very aggressive. He started shaking my bed while I was still on my phone when this whole time, including last night, he didn't do anything until I put the phone down. And I wasn't on my phone long at all. And I started feeling it. So I said out loud, I am really sorry if I already said all this because of my cognitive impairment. I don't remember. I said out loud for my protectors to protect me so they can hear instead of saying, he shook my bed, he's at the foot of it, and then I didn't want to give direction to the protectors. The reason why I'm doing that is because they're not protecting at all. And if they were, they don't know how to protect. He would shake the bed aggressively. And the first time I put the phone down and I said, Mr. Bed Thumper, you started early today. And I'm looking in the direction. I can't see him at this point. I'm not 100% sure why. I don't remember what I'd done after I stated that, but he did it again. I want to say I laid down. I went ahead and just laid down and thought that I would deal with it and just go to sleep. But sleeping doesn't always prevent that because he does that while I'm sleeping and it wakes me up. So he started on the far corner and then he worked his way around the foot of the bed and then to the right corner. And I sleep on the right side of the bed. And this whole time, I keep talking to him because I'm trying to alert the protectors. I've become aware that I want to make sure that, my light, I didn't charge it, might go out. So I'm sorry for that. I thought, well, I'm just going to try to go to sleep. And he was aware that every time I closed my eyes, because he would start again. So I covered my head and he kept doing it. And I'm not talking about when I covered my head, he waited 5 minutes and he started again. I'm talking immediately. I don't know why. Whenever my eyes were closed or shielded or covered, whatever, he knew and he would start immediately. So I covered my head. I don't remember after that point. I don't remember if my face was covered with this blanket at the time he did this or if I just uncovered it. I cannot remember. This is going to sound odd and strange. I'm puzzled myself at how in the world did that happen. And when I think about it, I'm like, that sounds so far-fetched. Maybe I was dreaming. But no, I wasn't. My head was uncovered, and apparently I went to sleep. It pissed him off. So he was going to do what he felt he needed to do to wake me up. And I woke up to my mouth being filled with air. Because when I become aware, it was like somebody giving me CPR, and when they pulled back, my mouth goes kind of like that. And I woke up immediately startled, like, what the hell just happened? And then I kind of laid there for a second thinking, did he just do that? Oh my God, really? I was puzzled, and I'm still puzzled. And this was 2 days ago. At that time, my sleeping pills were, what's the word? It was, I can barely stay awake. They were just fixing to knock me out and I was struggling. I rolled over on my left side and I might have the head covering and mouth covering changed. I just now realized that in the order they happened in. But I covered my mouth and I went to sleep and he stopped. And then I covered my head. So I covered my head because he didn't stop actually. I covered my head in hopes that he would leave me alone. And then on my legs, I felt something like that. And then I felt this. That pissed me off because he's already pulled the blankets off of me once. I spun around because I was on my side. I spun around and I think, maybe not, I don't think I raised up. But I said, "You will not touch me. You touch me again, and I'm going to be effing pissed off." And that's when he stopped. He didn't do anything else for the rest of the night. Last night, he started late, I think, because I already put my phone down and was fixing to go to sleep. He came and shook the bed, and I don't remember what I said. And he shook it again. I think he did 3 times in total. Well, not in total, sorry. He shook it again, and I thought, every time I say to my protectors, he's here and or he's here under the bed or whichever, I think that scares him. Because when I say that out loud, he gets under the bed. And at the time, he did go under my bed because I was saying all of this out loud, knowing what he would do because my sleeping pills had kicked in and it's extremely hard to stay awake. I didn't see my protectors come in. And I had looked at the air vent once or twice because sometimes they're clear, the shapes are clear. And I will see on the uneven surface on the ceiling, which is the vent here, white foamy, billowy, air blowing substance. And so out loud to my protectors, and I hate to say it, but my guides and my guardian is my soulmate, Zeke. I gave the middle finger straight up in the air and I said, F you all. And to this point, I still mean it because of the lack of help, the lack of guidance, the lack of protection. It's been a couple of weeks now since the bed thumper has been here. And every single day I ask for guidance. Can you send books my way? Can you send people my way? Can you send videos my way? Can you help me where I can make this entity go away? And nothing at all. They're not guiding. They're guides. They're supposed to. And my guardian is supposed to be guarding me. Guard. I get none of it. And so continue kind of looking around. I think at this time I saw the bubbly substance on the vent. Again, I don't remember the order that these things happened in. But when I noticed that, I looked around. There wasn't a haze. But I think I put my phone down and there was an entity standing in the middle of the bed. They were really, really close to my face. And I'm looking at it very sternly because I don't know if it's my bed thumper or another entity trying to help or another bed thumper. I don't know anymore. And so when they seen I saw him, they turned around and walked to the foot of the bed. And every now and then, I would see an entity slowly pacing because I want to say they were going one direction, and then another time that I seen them, they were going the opposite direction. I want to say this entity was the only one in the room besides my bed thumper. Last night when the bed thumper went under the bed, he's got very, very aggressive poking the back of my head. It's painless, but it's annoying, and he gets rough. It'll be one finger to start out with, and then it's like 2, and then it feels like a whole hand. And you can hear it coming through the mattress. A whole hand going up behind my head and moving it. It's like he's doing this, moving my head, and sometimes it wakes me up. But last night, it started mildly, and then a couple of fingers, and then it would get rougher and rougher until he would just start moving my head. And several times I would say, stop poking my head. He would. And of course, as it went on, I would become verbally aggressive. you could catch my meaning, I would cuss him. Toward the end of me telling him to stop, the entity was still just kind of pacing, and the head poking got more aggressive, and I did too, and the entity was still in her pacing. So that leads me to believe that I still have no protectors. I don't know what else to do. And I do know for a fact if it ever gets to the point where I can travel, he will follow because he's latched on. He's a true poltergeist, and it doesn't matter what soul that has attached to you. They know where you go, they know when you go, and they go with you. It's kind of similar to guides because if you leave, they leave. So I don't know what to do. And maybe, just maybe, when I don't want to say if, because I'm trying to be positive about it, but when I travel, it's going to be all about spirituality. Maybe I can find something to help me get rid of him, to detach him from me. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I've tried and tried and tried. I'm getting used to it, and I shouldn't have to. I want to add real quick too that my Adobe Premiere Pro, when it export my videos, it's still messed up. I was downloading a video yesterday and it took hours. And then I had to find it because it didn't go to YouTube. So I had to find it, and then I had to move the video file over and drop it into YouTube. And it took like 30 minutes to upload. I tried uninstalling Adobe and reinstalling. It did not help. So I'm still trying to figure things out. I did find something where I can, I'm not even going to explain it right. It's supposed to clear everything and you start from scratch, if I read it correctly. I'll find out once I start editing the video. Me saying that, I was supposed to have done a video yesterday about what happened 2 days ago. Because yesterday's video took as long as it did, I had to upload that one. And so I didn't do a video. So now I don't have an extra video. And that is why I'm doing 2 days in this video, because I want to stay current in my mind while it's there, to document things that happen to me day by day. Because usually I document 1 day in one video. I usually don't do 2 days in a video unless I have to. So that's why I'm talking about the last 2 nights in this one. It has also got to the point that when I walk through the house, I can feel him following me. I have become pretty familiar with his vibrations, his presence. It feels like a little kid being a brat and out of hand. You know, when you're trying to walk away from a bratty child, whether it be yours or not, you can feel them behind you because you know they're going to start again. Please, please. You know what I mean? It's something like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this here. I don't even know how long it is. I don't have my glasses on. If it's short, I'm sorry. It has got to the point, though, when I edit videos, it starts out like 30 minutes long, and then it minimizes almost 10 to 15 minutes sometimes. So I will be editing this one as always, and I don't know how short it's going to be. But if it's short, I'm sorry. I'm always sorry for the short ones. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I hope your day is full of blessings and love. And you're always on my mind. And I seriously mean that. I often wonder, I wonder how that side of the world is. I wonder how so-and-so is. The so-and-so people are the ones that comment on my videos. But I always put thoughts out there all over the world of people that have watched my videos, communicated with me, people I've never met, spoke to, anything, I think of the whole world. And sometimes when I meditate, I surround the world with white light. It's got to the point where it's difficult for me to meditate because of this entity. Because the last time I tried to meditate, the minute I closed my eyes, he started. And that makes it difficult to relax and drop into trance because of that. Okay, on that note, I'm going to end this here. I love you guys tremendously and immensely. And I'm going to send each of you love, light, and peace. Bye.